Full count. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Throw down to second, and he is out. It's a strike him out, throw him out, double play.
2-2 pitch from Cole Carmen is taking a breaking ball, strike three. We talked about it earlier, Justin. If he's able to use that pitch up in the zone effectively, it could be a big weapon today as he sits down Blake on the strikeout. The wind and the pitch on 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him again with the changeup, not even close. It's a second strikeout today for Knorr and the fourth K already this afternoon for Stutzman. I don't know if you're going to want to catch anything at the speed it would take to come through our window, and that is a called strike three on the off-speed pitch. Absolutely froze Arons, and it's another K for Rector. The 3-2. More heat, it's up and out of the zone, and going fishing was Albert Kiska. It's a strikeout for Rector, his fourth. Hopefully not. 1-2 is lined straight to short. Almost a double play. Did he get him? He did!
Has been much appreciated.
First pitch from Stutzman. This is lined into the gap in right center, and Hickman dives. Did he make the catch? No signal. Yes, he did! What a play. Eli Hickman comes in as a defensive sub, and a Sports Center top 10 worthy diving grab for out number two.
Going right now for Richardson, keeping the Cougars guessing as this is lifted high in the air, deep left field, it is back, and this ball is gone! Nathan Dewey with a solo home run. He knew it immediately. He had a little home run jump there, a little trot out of the batter's box. And this is lined right center field. This is going to go to the wall and clear the bases. Dewey's headed for second. Everyone's coming home. Dewey will have a stand-up 3 RBI double. What a huge hit for the Cougars. 3-1 is driven. Deep center field, the bat flip. He doesn't even look. He knows it's gone. It's way out of here. Mariotti on a 1. High drive into right center field. Going back. That's at the wall. This ball is gone. A walk-off home run. Brody Mariotti. That ball is Mariotti here. A Brody big fly brings everyone home, and the Cougars win on a walk-off in the Thunderdome.
Good afternoon and welcome to this presentation of Concordia University Chicago Athletics, the final home event of the 2020-21 school year. It's been a long, eventful year. We've had a very busy spring here at CUC with all of the sports kind of getting jammed into one season, but we have reached the end, and today we've got a doubleheader for you at the Thunderdome between the CUC baseball team and the Rockford University Regents. Big implications today. The final spot in the NAC playoffs is on the line this weekend. I'm Alex Campbell alongside Justin Bjorseth here at the Thunderdome, bringing you this CUC baseball season finale home doubleheader. Let's take a quick look at the starting lineups. Well, I should say the starting lineup, the batting order for Rockford today. Leading off is number 2, Hunter Fiorito. Batting second, number 34, Jared Herzog. Batting third, number 16, Christian Garcia. In the cleanup spot, number 25, Phil Highland. Batting fifth, number 9, Troy Tucci. Batting sixth is number 5, Peyton McCrae. Batting seventh is number 22, Isaac Mestis. Batting eighth is number 1, Zach Hunter. And batting ninth is number 19, Tyler Peak, defensively for the Cougars. Kevin Garcia does the catching. Brody Mariotti is at first. Bryce Vincent is at second. Matt Uba is at short. Jaime Sandoval starts at third. Aiden Donovan is in right. Nathan Dewey is in center. Gary Maynard is in left. And on the mound, the ace of the Cougars pitching staff, senior, number 45, Cole Carmen. And Justin, bringing you into the broadcast here, we saw last week Cole have his longest outing of his long and decorated CUC career, in terms of pitches at least, with 118 last week at Aurora. And he's going to have to shake off any rust from that, because this is a big game right here at the start of this 4-game set to determine that final playoff spot.
Yeah, like you mentioned, last weekend he went on Sunday's half of the doubleheader. Today, in the season's final series, head coach Colin Connor electing to set the tone with, as you mentioned, the ace of the staff in Cole Carmen. So you got to think a little bit of a different feel for him when he knows that he's starting a series off. You know, every game is obviously its own deal, but
absolutely
knowing he can set the tone for the weekend right here.
That's a foul ball by the leadoff man. This is Hunter Fiorito playing in his 30th game of the season, a .296 average batter, 401 on base, so he does walk quite a bit. 3 home runs, 16 RBIs, but the main thing to watch for with Fiorito, he is 15 for 19 in stolen bases this season, among the conference leaders in bags snatched, and it's a quick 0-2 count from Cole Carmen. Cole on the season, making his 8th start and 9th appearance. He is 4-3, a .551 ERA in 50 2/3 innings pitched, 48 strikeouts to just 8 walks. The 0-2. Swung on and missed, and he's got his first strikeout of the day, and an ideal beginning for the Cougars and for Carmen.
Yeah, he looks really comfortable out there so far. I still can't get over 19 stolen base attempts is quite a bit, let alone 15 of them being successful. That means he's running just about any time he's on base and there's no one in front of him.
Absolutely. Jared Herzog, freshman from Ottawa, Illinois, is the number 2 hitter. He takes ball 1. Herzog, one of the best hitters in what's not been a particularly strong offense for Rockford this season. In 34 games, he's hitting .308 and .844 OPS, 1 home run, 19 driven in. The 1-0 from Cole Carmen is grounded up the middle into center field for a base hit.
He went down and got that one. Carmen made a good pitch, hit his spot low in the zone.
That'll bring up the catcher, Christian Garcia. Garcia in 33 games this season, hitting .316, a .994 OPS, 9 home runs, 39 RBIs. So he is the power threat in this lineup for the Regents. How will Carmen deal with him first time around here? Runner at first, 1 down. First pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Clouds starting to blow out here. We've got some scattered blue sky in River Forest this afternoon, hoping for a beautiful day of baseball.
Little chillier than last weekend, but
it's a little cold for spring, but we'll take the sunshine as that's low again, 2-0. The runner at first, Herzog, 6 for 7 on stolen bases this season, so a willing, if not a frequent runner. The 2-0 from Carmen is chopped back to the mound to second for 1. It's off the glove of Matt Uba, and that's probably going to be listed as an error. The question is on who. But could have been a double play for the Cougars, and it's not. Cougars could have been, maybe should have been out of the inning there, and I think both Cole Carmen and Matt Uba will know it. Let's bring up the cleanup man, Phil Highland.
For anyone watching and following at home, but without following along on the live stats, for right now, that's going E1.
I think that's fair. I think, the throw's a bit offline. This is driven left center field. No big win to deal with today, and in the end, Gary Maynard comfortably makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, I think, Uba did get a glove on it, but it was when you have all that time.
The throw should have been to the other side of the bag, for one thing, if you want to set up the double play, ideally. I think they both could have done better, but again, you got to start with Matt Uba would not have been in a position to drop the ball if the throw had been more accurate.
Yeah, we've talked on here all throughout the year about the simplicity of just knowing what you want to do with the ball if it's hit to you. A lot of times, the pitcher, they're not on the mound actively thinking about that because they're dealing with so much else. So Carmen gets the ball right back to him. Taylor made double play, and it looked like he kind of was a little hesitant as to what to do.
Well, he looked to first. He knew he made the right decision. He knew he had time to go to second and that the lead runner was the most important thing, double play or not. Still might get out of this inning unscathed, however. 2 on, 2 outs, and a 0-1 count. Swung on and missed on a ball in the dirt, 0-2. Mentioned 48 strikeouts in 7 starts this season. Not too shabby for Cole Carmen, who is returning next season. Is electing to use the additional year of optional eligibility due to the pandemic. And has an 0-2 count here against Tucci. And he'll step off the rubber out of some concern for the runner at second base.
Rockford dugout enjoyed that one.
Well, they know they've got a tough customer here today in Carmen, and that 5.51 ERA is a little deceiving because he gave up a career-high 9 earned runs last week at Aurora when he threw those 118 pitches. So outside of that start, he's been excellent this year. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that ends the inning. 2 strikeouts for Carmen. No runs allowed. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Here come the Cougars. Cougars coming to bat here. Let's take a quick look at the batting order for CUC. Gary Maynard leads it off, followed by Nathan Dewey, Kevin Garcia, and then Brody Mariotti cleaning things up. Matt Uba bats 5th, Bryce Vincent 6th, Caleb Anderson 7th, Jaime Sandoval is 8th, and Aiden Donovan wraps it up at 9th. The starting pitcher today for Rockford is number 21, Christian Piercy. This is his 9th start, a 2-2 record, a 3.91 ERA in 48 and a third, 54 strikeouts to 18 walks as he starts out Gary Maynard with strike 1. And Gary, in the last game he played, last Sunday, hit 2 home runs in the same game. So looking to keep that up today as that's high and wide, 1-1. Rockford defensively, Christian Garcia does the catching. Peyton McCray is at first. Phil Highland is at second. Hunter Fiorito is at short. Zach Hunter is at third. Right field is Isaac Mestis. Tyler Peak is in center. And Troy Tucci is in left, as that is outside. 2-2 to Maynard. Gary, always a very patient hitter. Of course, as you've probably heard by this time several times if you've watched our games, no player in all of college baseball gets hit with baseballs more than Gary does, and he is called out here on strikes.
Now to bat the center fielder, number 40, Nathan Dewey.
Nathan Dewey comes to the plate, making his 11th start of the season. A .344 batter, but an OPS over 1,200. It's not a huge sample size, but 2 home runs, 9 RBIs, and a triple. First pitch on the outside corner. One and one now from Piercy, who's got quite the elaborate delivery here out of the full windup. Ground ball by Dewey to short is fielded by Fiorito to first and in time for out number 2.
Now to bat the catcher, number 21, Kevin Garcia.
That'll bring up Kevin Garcia, another really good hitter in not every game, about half of them this season. Battled some injuries. This is his 14th start of the year. He's batting .353. with an OPS just north of 1,000. 4 home runs, 15 driven in. The windup from Piercy is low outside, ball 1.
Yeah, a little shakeup in the lineup today. We usually see Maynard, Mariotti, and Garcia as the 3-4-5 when Garcia is in the lineup, like you mentioned. Maynard back to the leadoff spot where he began the year, and we've seen him there a little bit more recently, sprinkled in at the top. And Garcia batting in front of Mariotti.
The 1-1 is outside. Brody, who we'll see next, second now in the nation, in the conference, in home runs and RBIs. Bushnell from Benedictine has taken the lead in both those categories. Look at that, is quite the curveball that Piercy's got going. We've seen him drop it in for a strike a couple of times, but that's the first time I think a Cougar took an attempt at it and wasn't pretty.
That had more movement than any pitch I've seen up here all year, I think.
Hard chopper to third is a tough play and is bobbled. Fiorito's going to make a throw anyway, but that just ate up Zach Hunter down at third base. That's going to be an E5. A tough hop, but got in front of it and could not make the play, and that will allow the inning to continue for Brody Mariotti. Brody on the season, some eye-popping offensive numbers, .369 batting average, .784 slugging, 12 home runs, 44 RBIs, and 10 doubles.
Yeah, and these are the kind of moments in a big series like this especially where you have to make Rockford pay.
There's a pass ball, and there's a great example. Active base running by Garcia gets him into scoring position, And like you were about to say, I think, Justin, an error with 2 outs, a ball that should have ended the inning. This is an opportunity for the Cougars.
Yeah, not only a ball that should have ended the inning, but now all of a sudden the Cougars' best run producer is at the plate with a runner in scoring position. Piercy made the pitch to get himself out of the inning. He may have done so again.
Fiorito, that's a slow grounder. That's a nice defensive play. He gets Mariotti. That's out number 3. Scoreless through the first as we head to the second here at the Thunderdome.